Hey, what's up? This is Gary Holt from Exodus and formerly from Slayer, and you're listening to the Jfj Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Frank.
And I'm Jerry.
And this is the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock. Gentlemen, episode number 50 on our anniversary.
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah.
Sort of anniversary, right?
Pretty much. We started in October-ish, late October, maybe.
We did like our first show was like Halloween 19 or 18. Halloween 18, I think.
There you go.
My
This
gosh,
is
we've been on this.
being recorded on November 3rd, Election Day. So Jerry voted, I voted, Jim voted. So we all canceled each other out somehow, I'm sure. So.
Exactly. Yeah. one of us is ahead of the other two.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, no matter how it all turns out, we'll still be doing this show, so it doesn't matter really, you know.
Yeah, what I love about it, folks, in Conspiracy Land, I was telling Frank and Jim earlier, is regardless of how it turns out, what I love the most about it is God bless America, and apparently, according to the news, millions more people are voting this year than have ever voted. And that's what it's about, folks. That's what it's about.
There you go.
I love that. Whoever, if my guy wins, your guy wins, their guy wins, doesn't matter. To me, if there's millions of people across America just getting out there for the first time, be for vote.
Yep.
I love it.
I was listening to the radio today, and they were interviewing a gal on there. She called in. She took her oath today to become a citizen of the United States of America.
Awesome.
And when she finished, she went down to vote. Man,
Yeah.
I just thought, how boss is that? She was able to register and vote same
Heavy.
day.
That's great.
I thought that's. I mean, she's been in the U.S. for ages, but
Yeah, but God bless America,
since
folks.
the
That's what I
'70s,
think.
man, and
Wow.
yeah, she was just talked about how stoked she was to finally become a citizen and to
That's heavy.
be able to
I
vote.
love
Man,
it.
that's a
Yep.
fantastic thing.
I love it.
No, everybody needs to get out there and make their voice heard. Win, lose, or
Yeah.
draw. You got to be there.
Yep.
I guess we don't have a fridge to check out this week.
No, nothing in the fridge this
But
week.
we do have a couple mail calls. I know I've got a couple records, and I know you've got some stuff to share, Jim.
I've
why don't
got
you-
some stuff.
Why don't you go ahead?
A couple CDs right off the bat. I don't know if I had this or not, but I went out and picked up Balance.
Balance, right here.
Very good album.
Cool.
Yes,
it
is.
I was impressed. And not a big Van Hagar fan, but you realize what just really good songwriting and different.
Light 'em up.
Juliana Hatfield 3. This is the one that had her big hit on it,
Yeah.
which was My Sister. I don't know if you guys remember that song.
Nope.
Turns out she doesn't even have a sister, but it was a great tune. It was all over the radio at the time. Great songwriter. If you have not heard Juliana Hatfield, highly recommend checking her out. Punky Pop. That's a little tongue twister.
Yeah.
Punky Pop. She used to be in the Lemonheads, played bass in the Lemonheads, and then broke out with her own band. And
Lemonheads. Yeah.
but just great stuff. Great songwriter.
All right.
Fantastic. I made a little pilgrimage over to the record store that's down the street here, Vinyl Loft, and I found a bunch of records by this dude.
Elvis. Oh, sweet.
Oh,
So
That's
Declan.
a good one. Yeah.
Trust,
yeah.
This year's model and
This year's
Imperial
model, that's the one I had.
Bedroom.
Wow.
And where are we at here? Goodbye Cruel World and Punch the Clock.
Oh, man. You scored there.
I went a little
Yeah,
crazy. I like Elvis Costello, but just kind of catching up. I probably have a lot of this stuff digitally, but it was on sale, and I can't resist a sale.
Veronica.
So then we had Record Store
Sweet.
Day. This was it last weekend? Weekend before last?
2
Weekend
weeks.
before last.
Yep.
Before,
Yeah, 2 weeks.
There you go, Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick Live.
Wow.
I was only able to score this thanks to our friend Jeffrey Brenneman from the
Yep.
Paisley State.
Brenneman's the man.
Yes, he is.
I went to 2 places, sold out of both places. They'd only gotten like a couple copies, and so he was kind enough to pick that up and ship it out to me.
Awesome.
Went to Rhino Records in the morning and picked this up. This is the Specials, 10-inch.
Right.
So it's dub mixes of Gangsters on the one side, and I can't even read this on the other side. I should be able to. Hold on.
Put the glasses on. There we go.
Glasses to the rescue. Too Much Too Young, great song. And why dub mix of that. So very cool. Bought this actually for my son. I'm going to ship it off to him.
Nice.
Rhino, I also found this Gen X 7-inch. This was actually a couple record store days ago. Red vinyl.
Sweet.
Love it. Fantastic little package. Or, not Rhino, I'm sorry. This was at Chaos.
Okay.
I got both of these at Chaos in Covina. And then I had to make my way over to Rhino and picked up Johnny Thunders, Wayne Kramer, Gang War. This was actually 2 record store days, or record store day part 1, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
This one also just came out. This is Bob Mould, Circle of Friends. So this is a double LP live. First time it's been on vinyl. 280 gram clear vinyl package.
Ooh, wow.
Looks like it's got bunch of different stuff on here, solo stuff, Sugar, probably some Husker Du stuff on here too. But
nice.
I'm a big Bob Mould fan. I haven't even checked out the package yet, but just because it's Bob Mould, I picked it up.
That's all the reason you need.
And on a fluke, I found this Manual Scan.
Huh.
This is a San Diego band, San Diego mod band that I just kind of found by accident a little while ago on YouTube. And kind of fell in love with these guys, and just found the album there, just looking through the M section, and I came across that. So picked that up too, listened to it, and good, really good. All the songs are nice and short.
Just the way you like it.
2-minute range. Perfect.
I was going to say, under 3 minutes per tune.
Right. So there's like 16 songs on here or something like
Absolutely.
that. 4, 5,
probably
6, 7, 8.
in 5 minutes. Yeah.
Right.
Well
yeah,
done,
it's still
man.
under 30 minutes, right?
There you go. Yeah.
So it's been kind of a banner couple weeks. So
I guess so.
Heck yeah.
So I guess at the Strong household, they're eating rice and beans for a while.
We did just have rice and beans tonight.
Yes.
So.
Nothing wrong with that. I love it.
But it's Tuesday, so tacos, right?
There you go.
Arroz con dulces. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I picked up a couple albums since our last show. While searching on Bandcamp, I found from 2018 Palmara Del Rey and
nice.
the Doppelgang.
Very cool.
What's nice about this is it's clear vinyl, super sweet. But this album, which is kind of 60s garage style, if you've ever listened to The Underground on Sirius, you'd know all about this. But you got Little Steven on here, Debbie Harry, Kim Shattuck,
nice,
Eddie Munoz, who
very cool.
Eddie Munoz. Wow.
continues to elude us on the show. He says he's coming on and then ghosts me. He told me he's the ghost with the most. But you wanted to listen to some cool 60s garage music. Check this out.
Come spy with me. So where'd you pick that? Was that on Bandcamp or
through Bandcamp? Right on search. I actually was searching the Wicked Cool Records, and this popped up.
Oh.
So, and then also a purchase I made months ago and forgot all about, but it's Bruce Kulick BK3. And this is actually signed by Bruce. I don't know if I can get that in there. There's his signature there.
Does that mean to say that there's 2 albums ahead of that?
There might be.
If it's BK3, Just
Hey,
curious.
Frank,
Yeah.
it's us, Frank. You can tell us.
I don't
It's
have
okay.
them if they do.
You
also,
will shortly if they're out there.
if it's on colored, this is red colored vinyl.
Oh, nice.
This features John Corabi, Gene Simmons,
Ooh.
Nick Simmons, Eric Singer, Doug Feiger is on here.
Doug Feiger.
Yeah, he sings
What?
"Dirty Girl" on this particular album. And where's the other one I saw? Oh, Steve Lukather also plays guitar on here.
Wow.
So I haven't listened to it yet. I'll give that a spin this week.
Yeah.
Those are my two big purchases. I have some other 45s and things that I've bought. I'm holding on till our next episode.
Cool.
The funniest thing, I found a band from New York that I was looking for colored vinyl, and they had green 45s. And with every purchase, you got a Polaroid of one of the band members. That's their shtick.
That's
you know.
cool.
What does Polaroid mean?
Exactly. That's the beauty of it is kids today won't know what the heck that is. But
That's
What's
funny.
that?
perfectly tasteful.
that a-
Nothing
yeah.
nothing obscene on this 45. But it just busted me up that they would include something like that.
Very
So-
cool.
Yeah.
I'll break that
Yeah.
out next time.
Nice.
And as you guys know, we're kind of changing formats up a little bit. We're not going to do a classic album, but what I want to jump right into before we go to our bands is who picked the year that we were going to talk about? Was that Jerry?
That would
Or
be
was it
Mr. Oberg, yes.
Mr.
Did I?
Oberg.
Well, I
Holy
think what I did-
moly.
Well,
Did-
I picked the classic album in my head, and then the new format thing came up, so I was gonna pick this album, so pick a song off of it.
Ah.
So I'm sticking with it.
So you're sticking with that's your story. You're sticking with it. So when you
That's it.
picked that particular album, you did not understand the magnitude of what was going on that year in the world of music, did you?
Oh, he did.
Oh yes, I did. All I know is I found this on I think I heard this on the AM. Well, it might have been FM. I think we're juniors, sophomores, whatever. And I loved it. And it was the reason I picked. Can I say the band
You
name?
go
Frank?
ahead and go with it.
Okay, the Kings.
Okay.
And folks on Conspiracy Land, they had This Beat Goes On, and then it tailed into Switching to Glide. Big hit. Heard
Yes.
it all the time. So I bought the album, and the whole album is killer. They're
it?
from Toronto, the Kings. So as far as picking a favorite song of 1980, guys,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Muy Imposible. Favorite? I just stuck with that because that was going to be my classic pick. But
Right.
you know, I think Journey had an album in 1980, right, Jeffrey Brenneman?
They sh-
It was
They
quite
sure
a
did.
departure. Yeah.
But yeah, that's man, 1980, guys. We were so spoiled.
Yes.
Folks in Conspiracy Land. Our 4 years of high school included the debut, and I'll ramble a pinch, Frank, just a pinch, but included debut Van Halen, debut Cars. You know, Cheap Trick, All Shook Up. Journey, I think Departure was
Mhm.
1980 or Escape. Anyway,
Departure,
folks, guys, our 4 years in high school,
Yeah.
just bands. But
Very
yeah, I picked the
productive
Kings.
time.
Yes, I picked the Kings. Yep.
Very nice.
Yep.
Now, Jim, how easy was this for you for 1980 to pick a song? Just a arbitrary pick a song.
Very difficult because
Yeah.
because I thought like where my head was in 1980, right? I mean, I was a headbanger at that point, right? So it took me a long time because I was trying to figure out, well, which track would I pick, blah blah blah. And
Right.
I thought, any song I pick, anybody's gonna know.
Right.
Excuse me.
I thought maybe I should pick something a little more off the beaten path. Certainly something that was off the beaten path for me. And so I picked something completely different. Very not hard rock, not heavy metal. So.
And that is?
Oh, you want me to say what it is?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
No.
Okay, we're gonna do that route. Okay, I picked "Pulling Muscles from the Shell"
Oh,
by
sweet.
Squeeze.
Nice.
Mundo, love that tune.
Really great song.
Yes.
And there's probably a handful of songs that I can remember exactly where I was when I heard this. And I'll tell you the little story that went with this. So I was with Leslie and our friend Tina, and we were at the Yankee Rose apartment. I'm not even sure how many guys from Yankee Rose were living there at the time, but we went there to go see Pete and hang out. And Leslie says, "Oh, hey, I got the new Squeeze album, Argy Bargy." She says, "Oh, you guys want to hear it?" I'm like, "Yeah, great." So she,
I love Duba.
Yeah, I know. She goes over, she throws it on the turntable, and she plays Pulling Muscles from the Shell. And as soon as the song's over, she gets up and she starts that song again. And she does it about 6-7 times in a row, right? And so we've listened to that song like 7 or 8 times. And the whole time I'm thinking like, wow, this is like so different, but what a genius song. It's so well crafted, right? And just so well put together. It made such a huge impact. I don't even remember if we got to hear the rest of the album. And I remember saying to her at some point, like, "Hey, are we going to hear the whole album, or are we just going to listen to Pulling Muscles from the Shell over and over again?"
Yeah.
Right. So that's my pick. I mean, initially I would have thought, there's a bunch of like 1980s. You Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC. Never tire of that song, right? Anything off of British Steel, the first Iron Maiden album. There was the Jam. There was just so much great music.
Jam. Forgot about the Jam.
So hard to pick, right? But that song made a huge impression on me, and it's maybe one people might only know those guys by either Tempted or Black Coffee in Bed.
Right.
But I would urge you, if you haven't heard some of the earlier Squeeze, jump on that, because that's just a brilliant song. They
are such a good band.
Yeah, it's not necessarily Paul Carrick. It's just
excellent.
Here's the thing. So like the two main guys, Difford and Tilbrook, who were the main songwriter. I mean, Jules Holland was in the band and whatever. But just to give you like kind of an idea, I remember reading a review, and they compared those guys to Lennon and McCartney. Their songwriting was so good, right?
So slick, yeah.
And I'm not going to say undeservedly. I mean, they So if you haven't heard Argy Bargy, if you haven't heard Pulling Muscle from Shell, go back and listen to it, and listen to the whole album. Don't just listen to that.
Exactly. Yeah. Let me run down some of the albums in 1980, guys. I know you already know them, but I wrote them down in my.
I just went for my classic, but there's tons.
I got carpal tunnel writing these albums down.
I bet.
Go for it.
Van Halen, Women and Children First.
Yes.
Bowie, Scary Monsters. REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity. Rush, Permanent Waves. Elvis Costello, Get Happy.
Yep.
John and Yoko, Double Fantasy. The Stones, Emotional Rescue. Motorhead, Ace of Spades. Ozzy's Blizzard of Oz. Journey, Departure. AC/DC, Back in Black. Police, Zenyatta Mondatta. Judas Priest, British Steel. And Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. I stopped there because my wrist was burning, guys. Literally burning. Now, my pick is more sentimental than anything else. And
I bet I know what it is, but go
ahead. I bet you don't. I guarantee we've done this before. But
no, let Jaime guess. I want to see it. I'm not even going to try, Jaime, because I know Frank. I'm not even going to try. I can pick it exactly, and he would go, "No."
Okay, well,
pick song 3.
Yep, I will tell you right now. If you listen to the gong of the bell on AC/DC's Back in Black, the first song, Hell's Bells, that would be the song, because as much as all those other bands I loved, this was a major comeback for AC/DC after the death of Bon Scott. And that album rocked from beginning to end. But Hell's Bells, holy mackerel. I was just blown away that they found a singer in Brian Johnson that just...
Geordie. From Geordie.
Just blew me away. So that would be my tune.
The bell only rings 12 times, like a real
funeral procession thing or whatever it would be. Yeah.
Rings 12 times. Yep.
Solid tune, man. Solid pick.
Very solid.
Yeah.
Well done, Frank.
I could have
very
picked any
solid.
song off that album, but that one, because
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember putting the needle down and sitting down and listening, and like, holy mackerel, this is
Yeah.
awesome. So
Yeah.
all right, well, Jim had 1980, or Jerry had 1980. So let's go to Jim for our next episode, and you pick a year.
Oh,
And
goodness
just
gracious.
randomly give us a year, and I'll write it down so I won't forget.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna go. Boy,
Tonight
that's
we're
that's
gonna
tough.
party like it's 1999. Do, do,
Let me sit on that. Let me come back to me at the end of the show. and
1999.
I'll
That's
do
fine.
it.
All right, well, then with that, let's jump into our bands. And what do we have on episode number 50, Jerry? What do you have for us?
Episode 50. Oh, thank you, Frank. The band is the Broken Windows out of Azusa, California, right down the freeway. What I love about their brand new folks, EP released July. We're a band from Azusa, California. 4 friends that started playing together in middle school until we started taking things more seriously in high school. We went through developments throughout this time until we finally completely established the Broken Windows last year. Very, very new band, folks, in Conspiracy Land. Since then, we've written a good amount of original songs that are mixes of our early metal / rock roots and our jazz education that we got through high school. I love that.
Yep.
The Broken Windows Band, the EP, which is from July, again, folks, no context, no theory. The song Frank's gonna spin is Life's a Beach, released in July. I said that before. We got Peter Reyes on vocals, keyboard, and sax, Alan Fajardo guitar, Rafael Rosas on bass and artwork, and Andrew Moreno on drums. Part of the bio said a groove metal band, and I kind of like that. You can get a hold of them on the link website, linktr.ee/The Broken Windows, and that'll lead you to Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, YouTube. The EP is the culmination of long days, takeout food, and inspiration from music of all genres. At the Broken Windows on Instagram, and there's a couple of other things out there that are close to that, but go at the Broken Windows on Instagram. They're a band from Azusa, which I love. It's probably a couple off ramps down the freeway, and the song Frank's gonna spin is "Life's a Beach." It's a little surfy, it's a little ska, but I love it. The Broken Windows from Azusa, California.
And here we go.
One day on the sandy beach, there was happiness among the shore and the sea. The crashing waves
right, that's Broken Windows with Life's a Beach. What'd you think, Jim?
Well, these guys evidently are right here in my hood.
Why do you think we picked them?
Azusa, California, man. I'm kind of trying to figure out why I haven't heard these guys yet.
They are new.
They sound a little like the Apaches. I don't know if you've heard of that band, Jim.
I have heard of that band, the Apaches.
Yeah.
I like this because I like ska. And
Yeah.
and I like surf music.
Very Scottish.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed these guys had come from like a metal background, except
No.
you get to that guitar at the end.
They're jamming at the end.
I love when ska bands can throw some burn on top,
Yeah.
right? You get the guitar
He
player.
he threw a big shred on that, didn't he?
Just goes nutty, right? And so it was good, interesting. I really enjoyed it. Reminded me a lot of Sublime.
Had that feel to it.
Vocals had that feel. Reminded me of Date Rape a little bit, but maybe more in the production. But
if they continue with what they're doing, they're going to be a fun live band.
Oh yeah.
When we get back to seeing live, because you can feel there's a good jam going on there. And,
Oh yeah.
all ska bands are fun live.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely true.
That's just a fact.
Yep.
Peter Reyes, vocals, keyboard, sax. Alan Fajardo, guitar. Rafael Rosas, bass, artwork. Andrew Moreno, drums. The Broken Windows.
Broken Windows. When I was every day after our episode airs, I get on Bandcamp and I start searching for bands for us. I always search for Glendora because of growing up there.
Sure.
And then I search for Azusa, and there's a couple bands that this looks great, and they haven't put anything out since 2014, 2015.
Right.
And then these guys popped up, and I'm like, okay.
Brand new.
Yeah. Emailed them. They got right back to me, thanked us for the opportunity to be on the show. I was more than happy to have them on. I didn't really get into the details on why I was so intrigued. From Azusa and the song's Life's a Beach, it just, I thought, Jim will really appreciate this, you know?
Yeah,
I did appreciate it, as a matter of fact.
As soon as I heard it, I go, Jim,
Fantastic. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, that I never search by location on Bandcamp. Yeah. I don't know why that is. I always just search more by music type or whatever, you know.
Indies,
I used to, but now I go by location because some great music, it's like from Austria or, you know, on the other side of the planet, and they don't ever get back to us, you know, in a timely manner. I'm getting emails now from 3 months ago. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
I believe you.
Yeah.
That's our Frank. That's why I love you, Frank. You are determined. You're the bulldog. And I'm going to get him.
I'm telling these bands, okay, I've got you penciled in for, you know, March, you know, of 2021. They may not even be a band in March in 2021.
March 2021, right.
But anyways, the Broken Windows got right back to me. We appreciate it, you guys.
Thank you, Broken Windows. Yep.
We hope to hear some more music and see some live shows.
Spanking new folks. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good stuff on YouTube. Yep.
All right.
Excuse me.
Moving forward, I've got a band, and forgive me for about what the butchering I'm about to do, but
did you get another Scandinavian band from Europe? Because that's where you have the most trouble, bro.
No, these
Scandinavian death metal.
Yeah, Lars Lindstrom.
This is more about the location than the band names. So the band is called The Hard Stairs. Okay, Stairs. They're from Gloucestershire, UK. Maybe not.
Gloucestershire.
The song I'm going to play is Unusual Blues from the album The Cat's Meow. It was recorded on September 28th and 29th, September of this year, at Soundcheck Studios in Cheltenham, UK. It's a two-piece band. H. Longsail plays guitars and vocals, and Martin J. is on drums and background vocals. All right, that's Hard Stairs with Usual Blues. And I think earlier I called them the Hard Stairs. It's just Hard Stairs. What'd you think about that, Jerry?
I thought Lemmy passed away.
He's got that growl.
I'm telling you, that was a shot.
Yeah.
Well done, Frank. That was, yeah,
Two-piece, they play live.
that was awesome.
Minor overdubs in the studio.
Well, yeah,
But,
two kids, yeah, two guys, yeah.
They're gritty. I like that.
That was
But-
gritty, raw. Oh yeah, like a what 19, 20-year-old Lemmy, before the cigarettes and whiskey kicked in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful, Frank.
All right. What'd
That
you think,
was.
Jim?
If you had not told me this was from the UK,
Right.
and you just played the song, and you said, "Where do you think these guys are from?" I would have said, "This sounds like a cross between Detroit garage meets
Mhm.
Texas blues."
Yeah.
Had that gritty aggressiveness to it, but that
Loved it.
sort of modern bluesy feel to it, and it was just I wouldn't have guessed this come out of the UK, man, but that was really great.
Oh yeah.
That was nice.
It's like, I love when they had a lot of those kind of 60s blues bands that came out of the UK emulating
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of what was going on, and it's nice to hear when people take that influence and kind of make it their own, right? And just
Mhm.
Yeah.
take it in their own direction, I'd say.
Mhm.
Well,
Great
and-
vocals. I like the production. I thought it was really
Yeah.
thought it was good.
I love that.
I like the raw
Yeah.
sound to it. It
Yes,
Oh,
very
just-
raw.
it
Oh.
sounds like they plugged in and started playing, and that's what I
Mhm.
like. And in their defense, I'm sure they'd tell us that the music world does not revolve around the United States. And
No, I get that, and I'm not. I don't want it to come off like that, but I'm
Nah,
just
I know.
saying, the blues had a baby. They called it rock and roll, right? So I
Yeah.
mean, everything's an outbreak from that.
exactly.
Right?
All
No,
comes
that
from
was-
the blues.
That
That's
was
right. Which started here.
that was Hard Stairs with the Cat's Meow album.
Good job, Hard Stairs.
Usual
Well done,
Blues.
Hard Stairs.
You can find
well
them on
done. I said,
Bandcamp, Twitter, Instagram. They're everywhere. Check them out. You will not be disappointed.
yeah, that was great, Frank. Well done. Wow.
All right. Finally, Jim, what do you got for us?
Okay, my band this week is called The Patience, and that's PATIENTS. The Patience. Not like having patience, but like being a patient.
Being in a dentist chair.
I guess. Okay, so
That's what I think of.
these guys reached out to us,
Right. I love
which I
that.
thought was really cool.
Yeah.
The name of the album is I Am Your Muse. And I bought the vinyl, and I got to say, this album is just an absolute joy. An absolute joy. They bill themselves as progressive punk, but I found this here. Let me get to the players in the band. Okay, Will McGrath on guitar and vocals, Kevin Dempsey on bass and vocals, and Stone Thompson on drums and percussion.
Stone.
I know. Got to be good if they got a drummer named Stone, right?
I love it.
Yep.
LA band. They're out of Los
Somebody
Angeles.
said Stone.
When I originally got in touch with these guys, they had a web page, and could go on there and get to their bio. And now when I go to their web page, it says under construction.
Uh-oh.
So I don't really have a lot of info on.
COVID.
But the original bio really only talked about their haircuts and how good they were. It didn't
Right.
talk about how they got together
Right.
or what they were doing or anything else. And so I don't know the story of how these guys came to be. But but the whole album is fantastic. And I just want to say to any band out there that if you want good sound, I had to look this up who their engineer was on this record, and it's I probably can't pronounce this guy's name because we're in SoCal. I'm going to use Spanish pronunciation.
All
here.
right.
Sejo Navajas. I'm guessing that's what it is, but if it's Scandinavian name, I'm really sorry, brother. Sorry I butchered that up. But
that's my forte.
It is so well recorded.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just the guitar sounds, the drum sounds, the bass sounds. And these guys do this thing where they do the dual lead vocal, right? So you have two guys singing, and their voices just blend so good. And Jerry, you're a guy who loves to listen with headphones on. When you when you listen to this album, you're gonna love it because it does cool little things where, like, the vocals will pan back and forth, and
thank you, Hyman.
Great stereo effect, and I think you guys are gonna love the tones and the sounds on this thing, and the songwriting is fantastic. I found a thing on their Bandcamp, what somebody called it, because to me it has like a whole bunch of things going on. You can't really pigeonhole this. You could say proggy punk, but this is what one guy said: splattery stoner noise with hints of burly psych and indie crust, seasoned with proggy dibble dabbles.
Wow.
And I thought, wow, it kind of sums it up. But
I'm still working on burly psych. I'm working on burly psych right now.
Burly psych, I know.
It's turning.
But I thought that's not a bad description, because it's got some bluesiness to it. It's definitely punky. It's progressive. It's
love it.
Stonerish. It's a little psych and a little grungy. It's like they threw a whole bunch of stuff in the blender. But man, I tell you, it really, really works. So highly recommend the album. You can actually buy the vinyl for $10.
Sweet.
From Bandcamp. Fantastic. Or buy it digitally for $7. Of course, we'll post up the link.
Yeah.
The tune we're going to hear is For Your Hell. And go ahead and give that a spin, Frank.
All right.
Blood mixed with wine, white skin so fine, toenails divine. Good boys keep plate, cross eyes too straight, save time be late. Middle teeth, fair cheeks, feed me, feed me, feed. Picked me a tree, discharged last week, no need to keep. Poor timing, sir, should have seen her, spun gold of fur, middle teeth. Fair cheeks, feed me.
we go.
I thought more was coming. I was getting ready.
That's For Your Hell. I think
Wow.
I might have gotten a contact high.
Right?
Oh, that was awesome.
Woo-wee.
Not so much for that.
Burley Psych, Frank. It's Burley Psych that's
Yeah.
attacking you. It's
Well,
Burley.
it could not the heaviness. Don't get me wrong.
I
But
love that.
It could fit right in with a Black Sabbath
Oh.
Master of Reality album or
man.
Volume 4 with that headcase music.
Oh.
That was, it was dynamite. Liked it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was great, Jaime. That was great, Jaime.
Like I said, the whole album's an absolute treat. They even have a song that's a little screamo-ish, which usually isn't my thing, man.
Right.
But it works in that context of that song. And God, it's just so well recorded. They recorded
Yes.
this back in 2018, actually. I think it wasn't released till last year, but man,
That's the patience.
I'm really impressed.
That's
Just
groovy stuff,
really
Jaime.
impressed, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I have to check out the rest of the album and see what else it
Yeah.
has to offer, because that
Patience.
was pretty good stuff. Well, there you have it. That's our 3 bands for this episode number 50.
Number
50.
50, 5-0 in the books.
I want to make an announcement right now to our listeners. If you have friends who have not subscribed yet to the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast on YouTube, call them up, write them, do whatever you got to do, because I want at least 100 subscribers by the end of the month.
Yeah. Especially
We're so
on
close.
Show Sequente. Yeah.
Yes,
Especially.
so close. All right, guys. By the way, Jim, have you picked your year yet, or are you still thinking about it?
I'm gonna go 1969.
1969. Very good. We'll each bring a song from that year. We'll talk about that on episode 51. I wanted to shift gears just a little bit, guys. Received some mail. And surprisingly enough, some people had asked us some questions.
Snail mail?
Yes, it's actually came in the mail. There's a question for each of us. So
Oh,
if you can...
It's not from Mr. Cider, is it?
No. No.
Our gremlin emailer?
No. But
Okay.
if you could, I'll ask Jim first, and then myself, and then Jerry. We'll go JFJ.
Although I love
Okay.
Mr. Cider. Yeah.
Answer, as briefly as you can, and we'll go from there. The first one, Dear Jim,
yeah.
being a bass player, how do you feel when the bass is buried in the mix of your favorite song? And this comes from High on Low End in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, well, Mr. High on Low End. Obviously, I don't like that, man. I want to hear that bass.
Absolutely.
It's disrespectful to the bass player. He's just
It is
important.
disrespectful.
He's part of the band, right?
And I don't care if
That's
he's
it.
playing. Yeah, I don't care if he's just playing one note or if he's
I want to hear it.
You want to feel it.
playing 50 notes. You know, if he's Billy Sheehan or if he's Cliff
Yeah.
Williams, whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, good answer. The
Geddy Lee. Yeah.
second one comes from Henderson, Nevada. Dear Frank, what is your DAW of choice and why? Digital Guy from Henderson. DAW is
What is DAW?
digital audio workstation for
Yeah.
recording. And I use Pro Tools
Oh.
all out of it was the first recording system that I used that was digital, and I got to know it, and I stick with it. I get clean sounds. I really appreciate it. It's not the cheapest, but it's the easiest for me to work with. So I hope that answers your question there.
Yeah,
Digital
check
Guy.
out a Shakin Abe album.
Yeah.
Especially the song Coffee. If you want to go
I know you
acoustic
love
with
that
Shakin'
song,
Abe.
don't you?
Frank, I can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
I swear. I can't.
I've got a couple
when you go
more.
into your lead, it's beautiful, dude.
I'm working on some other acoustic stuff you'll probably appreciate.
And
coming
I'm
up
not
soon.
just blowing sunshine up your,
I got you.
I love it. I love
And
it.
I'd let you. Now,
Shakin' Abe. Well, you're Italian. Shakin' Abe, coffee.
I appreciate that. Okay,
I
our
left
third
that out. I went over there. Sorry.
our third question is for Jerry. It says, Dear Jer Bear,
Oh, here
Bear
we go.
Bear.
I'm 13 and my boyfriend is 17. My parents won't let me date, and they say we have to break up when he turns 18. I think this is unfair. What should I do? Almost
Leave him-
legal in Deer Park, Ohio.
I have a daughter. Leave him now.
That's good call. Even with all those hormones raging and everything, huh?
Well, wait till
Wait,
you're
she's
of age.
13 and he's 17?
Right.
Bordering on 18, Jaime. That's all I need to hear because I have a daughter.
Yeah, that's
Get the F out.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode.
I love you. I love you, Steve. I love you, Steve. But my dad says,
Then my dad and his shotgun
come
say,
on over, Steve. That's it. I'm cleaning it right now. Both barrels, baby.
I probably told you guys a story about the gal who came over to my house walking the dog that one time.
No.
I'll tell it to you off the air.
Crazy.
Woo-wee.
Man.
I have daughters, man. I know. Shoot.
I am so glad that I never had to experience that. 2 boys, so we were on the other end of the spectrum where I had
Right.
to teach them to be respectful.
Right.
But never had sleepless nights of, some Fulio coming to the house wanting to take my daughter out.
Yeah, you know what? I will say, if I may jump in, Frank, you and I and Jaime, as far as parents, have all been blessed with wonderful children.
Mhm.
I have had one child, folks, in Conspiracy Land. It was a girl. And I don't
Right.
know where I started on this rant. But, oh, yeah, I have one child. It's a girl. Sorry.
Very good.
Sorry, Frank. Sorry, Jaime. Gail's painting of your 3 youngest?
Oh,
I didn't know
spot
that
on.
was a painting, Jaime. I thought it was one of those photo filters
Yeah.
Oh,
where you just took
Oh.
a picture of him on the couch and then cartooned it. I
Talent.
didn't get it for weeks later that Gail painted that. So bless you,
Yeah.
Gail Strong, for your talent. Oh, she has to do us, guys. Paint one of those things of us. No, really.
Oh, yeah. Maybe an abstract.
when she gets around
Well,
to it.
Absolutely. You know it's going to be abstract. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to be.
All the best art is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's Jim. When I found out that was freehand painting, I was like, wow. I thought that was like a Photoshop filter. You put your picture through the filter. It's black or white. It's
Well, all right, guys. There we have it. There's episode 50, 2 years in. Happy kind of anniversary, I guess.
happy vote day, folks.
Yep. Hope everybody, at least half of you are happy with the way things turn out. But if you don't have anything else, you got anything, Jerry, you want to send us off with?
Keep rocking, folks. God bless us all in this great country, and especially Frank and Jim. Episode 50.
50.
Now, we had a couple of record store days, a couple of this, so we're probably actually on 53, 54.
Yeah,
But
this is
to do a
unofficial
legitimate
releases.
legitimate Jfj Conspiracy Podcast, episode
Yeah.
50. I
Yeah.
love you guys very much.
And we've had a couple removed from YouTube for copyright issues. So,
Right.
yeah, I know how that works. But,
Yeah.
oh, well. Yeah. Damn the man.
There you go. Big thumbs down from
Unbelievable.
Jaime. A big thumbs down from Jaime.
There
That's
you go.
right.
All right, Jim, why don't you take us on home?
Shop is closed.
Why is my dad always so quiet? Why is my dad always so quiet? And then I got married. I was
Yeah.
like, that dude's a genius.
Yep. You can
Yep.
do no wrong with
Pure
silence.
genius.
Yep.
Yep.
No, I remember my dad, I used to call him the dream squasher because everything I wanted to do,
You can't do it, son.
no, it wasn't you can't do it. He always gave you the pros and cons. And
Right. You might
as
want
a-
to think about that a little harder. Frank.
What's plan B? Because when you're a kid, you don't think about the cons
There's only one
on
plan.
anything.
It's my plan. And
It's what I want. Yeah.
Yeah, Dad.